bit more of a coupling going on where we get these red and green colors kind of coming together, and when they start to mix together in a kind of singular area where we get more, instead of like this, which we see as broad rotation, when we kind of look right down here south of Millbrook where it gets a little bit tighter, a little bit closer together, those areas are where we're seeing the possibility of a tornado attempting to be put down by this cell. So that's again from Millbrook, Brazito, Heritage Highway, southwest of Jefferson City, anywhere along Highway 54, Twin Bridges. Folks need to be in their safe spaces, need to be in their shelters at this moment. Hey, Lane, have they had anything new on the National Weather Service chat, whether it's update on speeds or any indications? Has anyone given an idea of, is anyone seeing anything on the ground?
Not as of right now. Looking in the St. Louis chat, they're just saying that the storm's getting taller as it goes towards Jefferson City, but nothing in terms of warning or increase of speed or anything like that.
So he mentioned that the storm's getting taller. With that, doesn't immediately indicate that a tornado is going to happen immediate. To me, that's talking about likely seeing large hailstones. A taller storm means there's a very strong updraft, which is that rising air which can suspend those hailstones. So even outside of the tornado threat here up towards Jefferson City, there's probably some large hailstones being sped out with this as well. And if that storm continues to grow in height, we could see some larger hailstones, talking on the order of 1.5, 2 or so inch hailstones. So yeah, as that storm continues to grow higher, we'll be on the lookout for, of course, the hail threat. But as of right now, again, right here, just moving over Route D is where I would be concerned about the possibility of a tornado being at right now. So that's going to take it up towards Heritage Highway, west of Brazito, here along State Route C, excuse me, and then out towards the Cole County Fairgrounds. So southwestern side of Jefferson City do need to be also got an update here from Ashley Cade, who's out, I guess, chasing the storm, but they have a drone up. They're not spotting the rotation directly over Jefferson City, but it's a nasty looking storm in her opinion, and I trust her opinion. So folks here should definitely be staying in shelter. Again, like Ashley said, she's not seeing signs of a tornado on the ground. She's not seeing signs that the rotation is as intense as it was earlier, but as in her words, it's a nasty looking storm, and we do need to be cautious about that. But yes, Lane.
Via ham radio in the St. Louis chat, there are weather spotters observing up and down funnel clouds south and west of Jefferson City. Okay,
so we're seeing it. So it could be some scud cloud ongoing, which are, if you don't know, a scud cloud is a scary looking, like it's like tendrils that extend from the base of a cloud. A lot of folks at times mistake those for funnel clouds or tornadoes, but it's again not a confirmed tornado, but it's trying to me, it is trying to get something going. Though now that we're looking at radar, I mean, Lane, it kind of feels like it's starting to lose some of that steam. Again, this is not a out of the woods scenario just yet, but definitely not as impressive as it was just a couple of minutes ago. Ashley did mention it becoming a little bit more outflow dominated, meaning winds coming out from the storm are starting to look a little bit more impressive than the flow into the storm, which is kind of a good example here, where red is winds moving away from our radar site, green is winds moving in the direction of our radar site, and a lot more red definitely kind of lines up with her words there, that it's becoming a little bit more, as we would call it, outflow dominant. But again, folks in Jefferson City, this is about to move into the western portions of Jefferson City, southwestern portions of Jefferson City. So that's down towards Capital City High School, south and west of the Furley YMCA here along State Highway 179, Twin Bridges area, Route C, west of Jefferson City. Those locations need to be getting into a safe space, need to be getting into a shelter at this moment. Looking for any updates from our National Weather Service office. Yeah, so weather spotter observing up and down funnel clouds near Cassidy Road, just off of Highway 54. So that's likely out here to the west, southwest of Jefferson City. So again, right in here is where I would say where we're probably seeing those up and down funnel clouds ongoing, where we've got that better couplet of rotation showing up. But folks who live west of Jefferson City, southwest, maybe along Route C here, out towards Loman, Highway 179 up there. This is Highway 50 extending west from Jefferson City. Those locations need to be getting into a safe space, need to be getting into a shelter as this tracks its way directly over you, looks like. And then, of course, that's going to be for folks in Jefferson City. This is still on a direct path towards Jefferson City. So, again, while it has not had a confirmed tornado on the ground, right in here, still seeing some signs that we'll need to pay very, very close attention to this cell as it makes its way up here into Jefferson City, especially the western half of Jefferson City. And then up from there, up into Boone County as well. Up into Callaway County as well. We need to be weather aware, staying weather ready in the event that a new tornado warning is issued downstream for this one. And well, Seth and Nick in the back there, we also need to be weather ready, as us here to the north and east of Jefferson City are in the path of it. So if this cell continues and works its way up towards us here, we will be on air as long as physically possible. If we happen to need to get into shelter, we will leave our radar imagery up. We will continue to provide you updates, but we will, if need be, get into a safe space, but still be able to provide you with any updates. But for right now, that is not our concern. But folks here, Jefferson City, St. Martin's, that's along Highway 50, Route C, extending west from Jefferson City. This ongoing tornado warning is continuing to move towards your area. Looks like it's about to move directly over the Cole County Fairgrounds. So if you live near the Cole County Fairgrounds from Route C up here along towards Route 50, west of Jefferson City, you do need to be into a safe spot, need to be into a shelter, as this cell is moving directly over that area here over the next few minutes. But any updates, Lane? Anything new from the National Weather Service, folks?
Not yet. I'm looking at the storm from the St. Louis radar, and rotation is starting to get tighter near just west of Jefferson City. So that's from the St. Louis radar. I think you're on the, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're on the Springfield radar.
I believe I am using the Springfield. And even though using the Springfield, I mean, what I'm seeing right here is likely what you're seeing there from the St. Louis. So that's tightening. Yeah, it's tightening up a little bit. Looks like we're getting a new update on that warning. C should be coming through the data feed here soon. Yes, so they're continuing the tornado warning for Cole County. It remains in effect until 1:30 p.m. It is just near St. Martin's, 6 miles southwest of Jefferson City, moving to the northeast at 35 miles an hour. So again, it has slowed down a little bit, but one spot I am looking at very intently right here. This is where, if anything might be trying to put one down, it would be right there. So that's south of St. Martin's, southwest of Jefferson City. That is just along State Route C, north and west of Highway 54. Let's see if we can get some other roads here. So Falling Leaf Lane, that's going to be up towards South Country Club Drive, Zion Road, Kaiser Lane. All these areas south and west of Jefferson City need to be in their safe spaces. If this storm is attempting to put one down, it would be right in there. Now, next radar scan comes in. It's a little less impressive, but we still have that area of rotation between Cole County Fairgrounds and Heritage Highway. So south and west of Jefferson City. This looks like it's going to go right on up there into Jefferson City. Again, moving to the northeast at 35 miles an hour. See, wall cloud spotted in Jefferson City area by a weather spotter. Alrighty. So we have a wall cloud reported by a spotter, but no funnel extended at this point. So we have a rotating base. A wall cloud is where we would likely see the tornado developing and coming down from. So while there is no funnel cloud, no reported tornado on the ground, there is at least one of the ingredients or one of the aspects of a tornado producing storm that is still ongoing. That is the wall cloud. So if that continues to occur, if that starts to lower a base, we'll see heightened concerns for a tornado attempting to be produced. But right now, we need to be paying close attention to areas south and west of the Jefferson City Metro, along Highway 179, State Route C, the Cole County Fairgrounds, Twin Bridges. So all these locations do need to be in their safe spaces, but so far it does look like, at least in my opinion, Lane, things are muddying out a little bit. It's looking less impressive. Like Ashley mentioned earlier, starting to become a bit more outflow dominated. You can kind of see that where we have way more red showing up on the radar here than green, which is winds blowing away from our radar site rather than towards it. So yeah, maybe this cell is starting to lose a bit of steam, but again, it's not done yet. So just need to stay weather aware, weather ready here in the Jefferson City area. But again, last report was yes, wall cloud, but no funnel extended at this time. And again, over the last couple radar scans, it's looking a little less impressive. Some good signs for us here in and around the Jefferson City area, from here in Jeff City towards the Cole County Fairgrounds, Wardsville, out here along Highway 54. But again, this cell has cycled a little bit. There have been other times where it's looked less impressive, and then next thing you know, it's spat out another tornado warning. So do need to stay weather aware, paying very close attention to this cell as it continues its push up here to the north and east at about 35 miles an hour. So again, that's here Jefferson City and just to the south and west of Jefferson City. So let's see, out here towards, Capital City High School, Route C west from Jefferson City. Go ahead and stop that radar loop. But yeah, anywhere here right along Route C, heading up toward Rock Ridge Road. A lot of lightning being shown up with that as well, but let's see, zoom back in here. No defined hook on this as well, so we don't have just a absolutely clear indication that, again, that it is ongoing, that a tornado is on the ground. But yeah, south and west of Jefferson City, again, folks, here it's just passing over Route C right now. This is where I would be concerned here. Just to the south of the Cole County Fairgrounds, south and west of the Capital City High School here along Route C. That's going to take it up South Country Club Drive, up towards West Edgewood Drive as well, heading out of the Jefferson City area. But see any updates. All right, so still ongoing. Still looks like the last update was our wall cloud south and west of Jefferson City, but no funnel. So again, it's a spinning storm, but it hasn't really lowered anything just yet. But again, west side of Jefferson City, that is where we would have our concerns right now for any sort of tornadic potential. So if you live on the western suburbs of Jefferson City, the western neighborhoods of Jefferson City, I would still remain in a safe space, remain in a shelter as the storm moves over us here. But as of right now, we still have our just ongoing tornado warning that will remain in effect until 1:30, though given the speed at which it's moving, if they expect to issue a secondary warning up into Boone or Callaway counties, I would say that would likely be before 1:30. So we should probably be getting an update here on that in the next minute or so. But otherwise, yeah, folks on the western side of Jefferson City, along West Main Street, Industrial Drive, out along Highway 50 west of Jefferson City, up towards West Truman Boulevard, even then across the river into Cedar City. Folks who live there will want to be getting into a safe space as this cell works its way towards you here in the next couple of minutes. But see if no updates. So continuing, yeah, folks west of Jefferson City, that's just where our focus is right now. Thankfully, it's just one ongoing cell that we have that is currently tornado warned, moving to the north and east at about 35 miles an hour. No clear funnel or tornado on the ground, but we do have, per the National Weather Service, or excuse me, per a storm spotter providing information to the National Weather Service and us, we do have a rotating wall cloud that is moving into the Jefferson City area associated with this cell. So folks on the western side of Jefferson City, that is where we are looking at right now. And then after that, if this cell continues, that'll take it up here into Callaway County, and that'll be towards areas like Cedar City, Holt Summit, and then again for us here, up towards New Bloomfield. That'll be heading in our direction as well. So we'll be paying close attention to that over the next couple of minutes. Let's see. Okay, so per the National Weather Service, there looks like they're going to be trimming the warning and limiting it to more of western Jefferson City is what it looks like looks like they're going to be putting more so, focusing in on the western side of Jefferson City. So new update from the National Weather Service is western side of Jefferson City has been trimmed, or it has been, kind of highlighted with this tornado warning. If you live east of the Furley YMCA, if you live south and west of where you cross the river to get into Jefferson City, or excuse me, south and east of where you cross the river to get into Jefferson City, I would say it's no longer a concern from you. That being said, folks on the western side of Jefferson City, now I'm getting a little more concerned as it seems like this storm has tightened up a bit for us here. So again, that'll be Claysville, Winery, Cedar City, Holt Summit. Definitely a little bit more concerned with the latest imagery on that, as it seems like it's tightening up just a little bit here. Okay, so about to cross over the river up here into Callaway and Boone counties. And this is going to be far southern Boone County and the southwestern portion of Callaway County. Again, that'll be the next warning, if it's issued, will likely be far southern Boone County towards Claysville and far southwestern portions of Callaway County. So that will likely include areas around Holt Summit, Cedar City, Claysville, even folks here in New Bloomfield. We could see that being issued here shortly, as this has shown up a little bit more impressive. So likely about to move over the Missouri River. And that being said, tornadoes can go over rivers. I know a lot of folks, myself included, growing up, heard the stories of tornadoes never go through downtown areas. Jefferson City just proved that 2019. Tornadoes don't move over mountains. They do. Tornadoes don't move over rivers or bodies of water. They do. So just because it's about to move over and is moving over the Missouri River does not mean the storm will die. It's just one of those sayings, one of those phrases that all of us probably heard growing up. It just does not carry any actual water. Tornadoes will move over anything, move through anything, go over any river or body of water it wants to, without the body of water dictating what it's going to do. So again, up here into southwestern, southern Boone County, southwestern Callaway County, this cell is going to be moving directly into the area here in the next minute or so. Likely we'll see a new tornado warning being issued for southern Boone and southwestern Callaway counties here in the next couple of minutes. And once again, a reminder to our folks in the back here, Seth and Nick, we will give you guys a heads up if we need you to get somewhere safe. But yeah, as of right now, it's still on a path at least concerning enough to be ready for that. So just a heads up for you guys back there. But so south and east of Claysville, likely seeing that ongoing tornado warning cell moving right now over the river, west of Holt Summit. So starting to leave the Jefferson City area. So folks in Jefferson City, especially folks on the western side of Jefferson City, some good news is this will be out of your area here shortly, and then it will be on into Holt Summit, up towards areas like New Bloomfield, Claysville. But yeah, honestly, right now, it looks like this cell is just cycling. And by that, I mean we see signs of it strengthening. The image looks better. We see signs of it weakening, exactly like this. Imagery is not as impressive. So if this, in the next couple of minutes, if this imagery stays the same lane, I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe just issue a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag, as again, the cell just doesn't look as impressive. It's kind of fallen apart just a little bit, but you can still see there's some spin going on up there, right over the river. So we'll be watching that for any additional warnings downstream, but I would say right now, folks in the Jefferson City area, you are beginning to go into the all clear mode, but folks in southern Boone County, southwestern Callaway County, if we see another warning issued, it will likely be for your area. That'll be for places near Holt Summit, near New Bloomfield, and then out west towards Claysville in Boone County. That's going to be south of Oldham in Boone County, south of Ashland in Boone County. So Lake Mikey Town, we could see a new, if another warning is issued, it will likely be for that area. But no updates yet on issuing a new warning downstream. So it looks like folks at the National Weather Service are kind of seeing the same things we are. It's cycling. Is it currently in a strengthening phase or a weakening phase? And while looking back over at the imagery here, to me, it looks like it's back into a strengthening phase as it's starting to show up with a little bit more spin for us here as we look out to the south and west of New Bloomfield. So right in here, that's going to be in southwestern Callaway County, likely being now pushed east of Boone County. So folks in Boone County, we might just see a warning issued for the border of Boone County and Callaway County. But that's now looking like up towards Guthrie. So from Guthrie west on State Route Y, I would say that's likely where we'll see the concern for the next warning being issued if the National Weather Service is going to be doing that. Nope. We got some thunder here, folks. Yeah, it's definitely back into a strengthening phase comparative to what it was like as it made its way over the river. It's still broad though. Like we have a little bit of an area to pay attention to down here, but yeah, we do still have a decent stretch of more broad rotation with this cell. Though that latest imagery, if they're going to issue a warning, it would likely be for that section of the storm, which, yep, for us here in New Bloomfield, Guthrie, Holt Summit. So they've canceled the warning right now, so we are no longer in a tornado warning, but I'm still hesitant of going off air at the moment as this little dot here still has me a bit concerned for folks here in Callaway County. So everyone else in mid-Missouri, we are no longer underneath any tornado warnings. We are underneath a tornado watch until later this evening. But as of right now, we're not underneath a tornado warning. That being said, folks in Callaway County, I would not throw caution to the wind just yet. I'm watching this section right here, south and west of New Bloomfield, west of Holt Summit, very, very closely because it's not broad, it's a bit more discreet, and at least in the last couple of minutes, it's tightened up a little bit. So I'm hesitant to go back to regularly scheduled programming. I do believe we could see a new tornado warning being issued here for Callaway County in the next few minutes. Yep. National Weather Service says we have expired it, but we are monitoring that storm very, very closely. So we will be doing the same. And keeping a close eye on this cell west of Holt Summit, southwest of New Bloomfield. And we got a report from one of our coworkers that sirens are still going off in Jeff City. I will remind the folks in Jefferson City, this cell has now departed. The sirens should not be currently sounding in Jefferson City. I would think possibly looking at them for New Bloomfield and Holt Summit if this cell continues to look like it does. Again, not the prettiest image. It's still one to keep an eye on, though. So again, I know we are no longer in a tornado warning. That being said, there's still a spinning, impressive-looking cell on radar, especially when you see that little blue dot kind of showing up there. That's some pretty strong wind indicators. So I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service Office has a new warning coming up for us here in the next couple of minutes. But right now that would be for southern Callaway County. So that's south and west of Fulton, out towards New Bloomfield and Holt Summit. Folks in Holt Summit, I would be a little cautious right now. Lake Mikey Town, us here at KRCG, New Bloomfield, Dixie, Browns Ford, as well Guthrie. Here it's in Callaway County. I would be considering staying in a safe space, staying in some shelter if you haven't already gotten yourself there, as this cell continues to be one that we want to pay close attention to. So that's just west of Highway 54 here in Callaway County. That'll be heading up towards Guthrie. It's skirting just west of Holt Summit at this moment, but that'll be towards New Bloomfield. New Bloomfield, us here in the station. Okay. Nick and Seth, I would say might want to get, I would say at least for now, maybe head into a safer location as this could, again, it hasn't put one on the ground, but that's looking like it's about to head directly over us here. So I would recommend maybe, just hopping into the bathrooms here outside our studio for the next minute or so as this moves over us. So again, we're not underneath the tornado warning. This cell is very eye-catching though, folks. So here in Callaway County, around the New Bloomfield area, north of Holt Summit, heading up towards Guthrie, this cell is one that we need to be very cautious of because there's still some spin associated with it, and not broad spin, more discrete spin. Which is so Lake Mikey Town as well, which is a little more concerning than if we just had a broadly rotating cell. A broadly rotating cell will produce some strong damaging winds and some large hail, but more discrete rotation is where we're likely going to see a tornado occur. But let's see, sirens, sirens going off. Oh, Sharon says the sirens are going off in Holt Summit, but there is no warning. So I would say, the sirens going off. I mean, probably some strong winds ongoing with that right now. But for us here in Callaway County, this is, again, it's no active warning, but this is a good-looking cell. It's a little broader now with that rotation, but I don't like the look of it. It's definitely still got the concerning label on it from me. So that's going to be heading up towards Guthrie here, just passing now towards New Bloomfield. Might be just west of our station. So honestly, Lane, do we have well, I guess don't want to encourage anyone to take a peek outside because it's a little too close for comfort for that. Yeah, I know it's the Midwest thing is to go look outside when a tornado warning is issued, but it's not the case when it's a little too close to home. The Midwest thing is enjoying it when it's off in a cornfield. not damaging any homes or property or lives. It's a serious thing when it's this close to home. But yeah, so New Guthrie, New Bloomfield, Dixie, north and west of Holt Summit, towards New Bloomfield, folks in that area need to be seeking shelter. I'd say again, it's no active warning, but it's still a decently impressive storm. So we'll stay with this one for now, but yeah, we'll stay with it for now. So folks in New Bloomfield, this is likely going to pass directly over you here in the next couple of minutes. And I would highly encourage you in the New Bloomfield area to be in a safe space, to be in shelter as this storm moves through, because it's still likely capable of producing some decent hail, probably some stronger wind gusts. And again, if this signature here still continues, I would not be remiss or surprised if they issue a new tornado warning. I would be looking at that area specifically. Okay, actually, let's see. New update from the National Weather Service. Let's see, their sirens are going off. Someone is looking at it to the west. So it looks like we might be getting some upper level rotation with this one, but since the National Weather Service is saying that, or the spotter is talking about it not lowering or anything like that, it's starting to fall apart a bit. So as of now, though, I'll be keeping a close eye on this. I would not be surprised if in the next 5 minutes we need to return to wall-to-wall coverage, but for right now, I will leave you all with this. Folks in New Bloomfield, stay in your safe spaces for at least the next couple of minutes. Folks in Fulton, be weather aware. Stay up to date on it. It is? Yeah. Okay, so we do have some confirmation that it is. Okay, reported rotation just outside of New Bloomfield. So just to the west of New Bloomfield. So that's going to be heading up towards Guthrie. So folks in the Guthrie area, you need to be in shelter at this moment. We might be looking at the possibility of this storm working to put a tornado on the ground. If that report that I just read is true, it already said it was on the ground. So we need some, if we can get some confirmation on that, we might be looking at a confirmed tornado report. But if you live in the Guthrie area, if you live north of New Bloomfield along 54, get into a safe space this minute, because this will be on top of you in the next about 2 to 3 minutes as it makes its way through Guthrie. So again, new reports, new spotter information coming in. Now we have a new tornado warning for Callaway County. Yep, there we go. So we might be looking at sorry, folks. That's an emergency alert. There's a tornado warning in the area. So that is moving directly past us at this moment. So just to the west of us here in New Bloomfield. So that's going to be heading up towards Guthrie right now. This may end up being, if the reports are accurate, some rotation on the ground. So we need to Lane, keep an eye on that if we can get that information about a confirmed tornado. But yeah, this is moving into Guthrie. Folks in Guthrie, and then heading north from Guthrie towards Boydsville, State Road H right now. You need to be getting into a safe space. If the reports are true, that could be a tornado on the ground moving in your direction. So again, New Bloomfield, northern New Bloomfield, western New Bloomfield, Guthrie, Boydsville, anyone who lives on State Road H, north of Guthrie, State Road Y, west of Guthrie, you need to be in a safe space, because again, if these reports are true, this could be a tornado on the ground. Still waiting to see from the spotter who mentioned that if we can get some confirmation on it. But again, Boydsville, Guthrie, State Road Y west of Guthrie, from New Bloomfield up north along State Road J into Guthrie. Those folks in those areas need to be in a safe space at this moment. We are looking at the potential of a confirmed tornado. Again, as of right now, it is radar indicated, where we have a spotter reporting some ground rotation. If that spotter report is clarified, we could be talking about a confirmed tornado on the ground. So we need to be seeking shelter in areas here, Boydsville, Guthrie, north and west of New Bloomfield at this moment. That's going to be along Highway 54 as well.
So I just got in contact with Ashley. She says that she's not seeing anything on the ground, but the scud clouds, like you mentioned earlier, are rotating very rapidly.
Okay, thank you, Lane, and shout out to our meteorologist Ashley Cade for getting out there and getting some eyes on everything. But yeah, so now it's moving directly over State Road Y west of Guthrie, now kind of moving through New Bloomfield, Boydsville, State Road H here, extending out towards places like Fulton. Folks up in Fulton, especially western Fulton, need to be prepared to get into a safe space as this storm is moving in your direction. Let's see if we can get a speed measurement on this. Let's see. Yeah, National Weather Service reissued the Callaway warning. Yeah, better increased rotation, better organization. Let's see, what is the speed on this storm? Moving to the northeast at 40 miles an hour. So it has picked up some speed, folks. It has gotten a little faster as it's now gone tornado warning here in Callaway County. So again, this is a ongoing tornado warning here for Callaway County, just west of Guthrie, heading up towards Boydville, out towards Fulton as well. We need to be prepared to get into a safe space. Moving to the northeast at 40 miles an hour, so Carrington from Guthrie up State Road J towards Carrington, out, and then if you head west towards Boydsville, you need to be seeking shelter, getting into a safe space at this time. We have had at least one spotter report of the possibility of rotation occurring on the ground. They are working on getting confirmation for that, so we should be treating this like it is a confirmed tornado on the ground, because it could be. Again, it could be a tornado on the ground, and already, I mean, this cycling, this strengthening, I mean, it crossed the river, it looked weaker, and immediately as it made its way up into Callaway County, it started to intensify a little bit, and now we are seeing that intensification really playing out here just to the west of Guthrie, and that will continue its way up towards Boydsville, Carrington. Again, that is right there along State Road Y west of Guthrie. Anybody who lives along State Road Y west of Guthrie, I hope you are in a safe space. Right now, anybody who lives north of Guthrie along State Road J, get into your safe space. This potential tornado cell is working its way directly towards you at this moment. And then from there, that'll be from Carrington along State Road H up towards Fulton. You need to be getting into a safe space. So impressive looking rotation signature. Let's see if we got any additional. Okay, could be looking at this. Somebody is out there trying to get some confirmation on it. There is a spotter who is chasing it right now. They report it being a little bit hard to see, a little bit more rain wrapped. So we could be talking about a confirmed tornado on the ground, but we haven't gotten visual confirmation because the rain is being wrapped around it so much that it is obscuring the actual tornado itself. But all things aside, Millersburg, Fulton, Carrington, north of New Bloomfield now, but Guthrie need to be all in their safe spaces at this moment, especially up there towards Guthrie and Carrington. This is going through Guthrie right now. Carrington, this will likely be going directly through your neighborhoods next. And then we'll be talking about Boydsville as well. So Carrington, Boydsville, this will be going between you two towns here in the next couple of minutes. And then it will be heading up towards places west of Fulton. So that'll be areas like Millersburg, State Road F from Fulton to Millersburg. So again, right now, Carrington, Boydsville, Guthrie. Carrington, Boydsville, Guthrie need to be in their safe spaces, as what could be a on-the-ground tornado reports are. They're seeing it's obscured because of the rain getting wrapped around it. So again, it's not technically confirmed just yet, but there are signs and spotters out there reporting things that lead us to believe it could be on the ground. So again, this is why we treat every tornado warning issued as a confirmed tornado on the ground, because there are at times obscure tornadoes. We're talking about rain-wrapped ones, talking about where we don't have a spotter out or someone to confirm it being on the ground. But luckily enough, we do have a spotter out who is chasing the storm. We also have Ashley Cade, who is out with her fellow meteorology students as well as meteorologists, tracking the storm and trying to get eyes on it. So thank you all to them for getting out there and trying to get visual confirmation on any of these storms that are ongoing and what we're expecting to see throughout the rest of the day. Because again, folks, this is just the beginning of what could end up being a relatively long day weather-wise. There's another round of storms expected later this afternoon that could pose risk for all modes of severe weather once again. But, okay, so a little less impressive. It's starting to fall apart a tiny bit. But again, the storm cell has already done that. When it crossed the Missouri River, it started to fall apart a little bit. And then what happened? It immediately produced another tornado warning with possibilities of a tornado being on the ground. So just because right now it looks a little less disorganized, it's still not done just yet. We could see it re-strengthening. We could see it going through these cycling processes of weakening, strengthening, and now it's confirmed. It is now a confirmed tornado on the ground, as the box there illustrates. So that's a big difference there. Now we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Let's see here. A confirmed tornado was located 5 miles north of New Bloomfield, 7 miles east of the Columbia Regional Airport, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. This is now a confirmed tornado on the ground, moving through Guthrie, heading up towards Carrington. So again, Boydsville, Carrington, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. Yes, Lane.
And just to remind everyone, it is on the ground, but also, like that earlier report stated, it is rain wrapped. So do not try to look at this thing at all. Just trust us. It is on the ground. We are seeing debris being lofted through the correlation coefficient product of our radar. So get in a shelter.
Yeah. Like Lane said, it's what we would call rain wrapped. It's obscured. It's not the most visual looking tornado. You would not be able to really see it as it's approaching you. So you need to be in a shelter rather than trying to get eyes on it to confirm it for yourself. Get into a safe space. Somebody has already seen it on the ground, and that's why now we have a confirmed tornado on the ground moving north and east from Guthrie to Boydsville, Carrington, and then up towards Fulton. Folks on the western side of Fulton, really just folks in Fulton in general, should be in their safe spaces as we have this confirmed tornado on the ground moving its way to the northeast at 40 miles an hour. Yes, Lane.
So there is a new image that came in from one of the other meteorologists here. It is on the ground. It is a stovepipe, I believe, stovepipe tornado on the ground right now. So everyone in the warning, get into shelter right now.
I see the image you're talking about, and from that imagery, it looks decently wide. I mean, I know we're looking at more of the connection between the tornado and the cloud, but it looks pretty wide, in my opinion. So this could end up being a pretty, could be a damaging tornado. They said that was from someone in Avos. So again, even as far north as that, they are seeing this for themselves from Avos. So again, right in here, folks. So I hope the folks in Guthrie were able to get into their safe spaces. Now in Carrington, Boydsville, and then out towards Fulton as well. Again, confirmed tornado on the ground, picking up debris, creating damage, moving to the northeast at 40, 45 miles an hour. So it will not take a tremendous amount of time for it to get up to places like Fulton and then further north from there as well into Callaway County. So please, I encourage you all from Carrington to Fulton, Boydsville, Millersburg, the Fulton High School, State Road, if you live along State Road F extending west from Fulton, get into a safe space. This is going to move directly over you here over the course of the next couple of minutes. But again, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground moving to the northeast at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. Any new updates, any new visual confirmations out there, Elaine?
Nothing yet. I'm watching Storm Chasers feeds and also checking our tower cams to see if we can see anything, but nothing right now. Yeah,
if we are able to get anything on any of our tower cams, I believe we have the capabilities of getting it on the green screen here, because from my experience, I've been able to use that in a past job. Being able to visually show you the tornado is so important, because it really gives you a context of what it looks like and the reality that it is occurring. I know we can show you the radar imagery, we can say it's on the ground, we can talk about, we have seen images, but if we can show you that image for yourselves, that means a whole lot more. So we appreciate anybody who may provide us imagery or any updates like that. But yeah, if we get any chance of a Skycam shot or anything like that, and we can show the folks here in mid-Missouri the reality of the tornado, that would be fantastic, because being able to visually see it for yourselves is always important. But again, so like we mentioned earlier, that photo from Avast, so they were able to see it right in there from Avast. Right there is where it's at, I would say, southwest of Fulton. So we have Ashley on the storm right now. Just going to get in contact with her, see if she can provide us any updates. Actually, Lane, if you want to respond to her, say like, hey, we're on it. If you just provide us any updates that she can. So shout out to you, Ashley, if you've got us on live stream, you're the best. But so west of Fulton, southwest of Fulton, right in here is likely where we're seeing that ongoing tornado in progress. Again, this is a confirmed tornado now, and it has been at least for the last few minutes. Moving directly over State Road H, east of Boydsville, to the west or southwest of Fulton. It's going to pass over State Road F, west of Fulton as well. So anybody who lives west of Fulton needs to be in their safe space, especially if you live along State Road F and State Road H. That extends west and southwest from Fulton out towards Boydsville, out towards Millersburg. After that, we're going to be talking about folks who live along State Road HH and north and west of Fulton, up towards Kingdom City, up towards Eastville and Lindbergh. So right now, anyone who lives along State Road F, west of Fulton, and State Road H, west and southwest of Fulton towards Carrington, need to be in your safe spaces, as we have a confirmed tornado on the ground moving to the north and east at 40 to about 45 miles an hour. Right in here, this is where it is ongoing, moving to the north and east. So even folks in the city center of Fulton should be seeking shelter at this moment, as this will likely push directly to the west of Fulton. If this slides a little further east, we could see it just pass right into the heart of downtown. But right now, I would say we're likely going to see it just kind of maybe through the F of Fulton on our map here. So again, Fulton, Kingdom City, east of Millersburg along State Road F, and then State Road HH. You are next. I would be getting into my shelter right now if I lived up here along State Road HH, north and west of Fulton, up towards Kingdom City. But State Road H here and State Road F need to be in their safe spaces already, as this storm is going to be on top of you here in the next couple of minutes. So again, Callaway County here from Fulton to Millersburg, all down here towards Carrington. I do hope the folks in Carrington were tuning in with us here and got into their safe spaces. But right now, State Road F, State Road H, and next up is State Road HH there, north and west of Fulton. So again, that extends towards Carrington. State Road HH, north and west of Fulton. State Road F, west of Fulton. That was Westminster College there in Fulton. Anybody who might be there needs to be into a safe space. But again, this is still a confirmed tornado reported on the ground, moving to the north and east at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. Let's see. New update from the National Weather Service. It looks like it might be weakening a tad bit, so hopefully this one is just kind of blowing itself out here. But we still should act like this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. But it does look like the cell itself is not, it's starting to get a little more broad rotation, I think, Lane, where we're not getting as really tight of a couplet. I would say still a little concerned right there just north of State Road H on our map, but notice how it's a bit broader. We have a larger area where that storm is rotating. So again, it's still a rotating storm. It's still capable of producing a tornado, but the one that was on the ground might have lifted, but hasn't been a confirmed report on that just yet. Yes?
Well, and with that storm, even though it is weakening, we are still seeing from Ashley and from the National Weather Service in St. Louis, are seeing strong rotation, especially with the motion of the Scud cloud, like you said earlier. But right now they're not seeing anything on the ground. So everyone, Kingdom City, Fulton, make sure you're still in shelter, although we're not really seeing anything on the ground, but this thing could strengthen again very fast.
It's done it multiple times already. The same cell we've been following it, it weakened, it strengthened, produced a tornado warning. We went on air, we went off air, it immediately strengthened again. We went back on air. It weakened as across the Missouri River. This cell has a habit of cycling, as we would call it. So we could be in the process of another cycle where it weakens, and then it hits the perfect ingredients as it makes its way a little further north and east, and it strengthens. So again, while we are seeing signs that it's not as likely that a tornado is on the ground like it was earlier, again, we do need to caution everybody from Kingdom City to Fulton West, stay in your safe space. Stay in, whether it's your basement, your shelter, you're the most interior room of your home, your bathroom, wherever it is that you are out in, or wherever it is you are at in Kingdom City, Fulton, anywhere in between, you need to stay in those safe spaces. As again, this cell has a history, and again, it's looking a little less impressive, but we just mentioned it. This cell has cycled several times already. So just because right now it looks like it's weakening doesn't mean it's not going to immediately re-strengthen and look to produce another one. So it looks like now we are back to a red polygon. It is no longer a confirmed tornado on the ground. It produced a confirmed tornado on the ground earlier. So just because it is not confirmed now doesn't mean we should treat it any different. This storm has a habit of cycling and has already produced a confirmed tornado. So we need to stay weather aware. Folks from Fulton to Avos, Millersburg, even Cowwood, Kingdom City, Earl, anybody who lives here on the northern and northwestern side of Callaway County, that's going to be generally anywhere from Fulton up to the north to Audrain County and out towards Boone County. You need to stay weather aware and be ready to seek shelter. And already seeing signs that I want to keep an eye on. Right there, Fulton, yep. Folks in Fulton should be, staying in those shelters. That's basically right along Highway 54. If it's going to do something, I would say it is going to do it there. I would definitely say that looks like it's cycling back up. Notice the rotation is no longer broad. It's a little bit more discrete or isolated, singulated here into a more confined area. So folks out there in Fulton, folks up towards Carrington, of course, and then anyone who lives from Fulton West on State Road F and State Road HH need to be in a safe space. Folks in Kingdom City, in Eastville, need to be in a safe space as well, because this cell is heading in your direction, heading at a decent speed. It's not as fast as it was earlier, where we were talking about 50 and 60 mile-an-hour storm motions, but we're talking about 40 to 45 mile-an-hour storm motions. So not highway speed, but still, it's a pretty decent speed for this storm. But moving to the north and east, so Kingdom City, Fulton, that is where I would be on the lookout here. This is the same cell that Ashley and the rest of her crew are chasing on. Has she mentioned anything new yet?
Nothing recently.
Okay.
As of the strengthening of the storm, but if you look on reflectivity, the storm is starting to exhibit a kind of hook shape. So that's, you probably can't see it on there, but it is, at least on my view, it is starting to kind of get that hook shape, signifying that it is strengthening. I mean, you can see that on velocity as well. But again, people in Fulton, Fulton High School, Fulton, Kingdom City, Avos, everyone be in your shelter, because this storm could strengthen very, very quickly and put another one down. Yeah.
And I just cycled through, on reflectivity, we are using it was a composite one, so it didn't give us the best imagery, but I opened up the correlation coefficient, or our debris kind of indicator, and speaking of updates, one from Ashley is it is really rotating just south of Fulton, in her opinion, thinking it's about to drop something. So folks in the Fulton area, yeah, I would agree. Just here to the south and west of Fulton, right there. That is where we are going to be on the lookout for. Let's see if I want to get a look at this image here you were talking about. Lane, let me get the St. Louis one on there. Oh yeah, you can kind of see there on the southern tip, it's extending a little bit. It's kind of, yeah, dropping down a little bit. So as it extends away from the cell, that is where we could see, yeah, that hook starting to develop. But folks in Fulton, Kingdom City, Eastville, even Calwood, I would say need to be cautious because this could slide a little further east. But right now, we are very concerned about the folks who live here. State Road HH north and west of Fulton. State Road HH north and west of Fulton. You need to be in your safe space if you haven't got there already, because we've got eyes on this storm. It looks like it's strengthening. Just looking at the radar imagery, I think it's strengthening. Lane thinks it's strengthening. We are seeing signs that this storm is, again, cycling upwards, and we could be looking at the possibility of tell her to email it to Seth. He's back there.
She told me Maryland.
Oh, Maryland? Okay. Sorry, we're just going back and forth trying to get if anybody has visual confirmation or images or videos who we can send them to here at our station. So that's why we're throwing out the names like that. But going back to everything here, yeah, Fulton area, Fulton High School, State Road HH, State Road F, those folks need to be in a safe space. After that, if you live anywhere from Kingdom City towards Eastville, along 70 there around Kingdom City, you need to be in a safe space because this cell is moving directly towards you. Yeah, Lane, if you want to let Ashley know to just keep the information coming, that would be wonderful. Yeah, continuing to the north and east, if it sustains itself, next up would be a Voss there. So again, we do need everyone to just stay weather aware around this northern and northwestern portion of Callaway County, stretching from Fulton to Kingdom City to a Voss, up there towards the border with Audrain County. And folks there will need to be aware of this cell heading in their direction over the next couple of, next hour or so, really. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, the Fulton area is right now underneath the cell. And then from there, it will be Kingdom City, Voss, and then up into Audrain County. So, oh yeah, 2 reports back to back here regarding that cell. It's rotating. There's confirmed rotation with it. Again, doesn't mean it's on the ground, but the cell has already A, produced one, and B, been cycling over the last hour or so. So again, this is a very, very impressive cell. And folks up into the Kingdom City area, in between Kingdom City and Fulton, if you live within there, you need to be in a safe space. So thankfully, we've got visual confirmation on this cell. Ashley's out there with her group. They are thankfully not in the path of the cell. They are on the south side of it in what we would refer to the safe zone. So once the cell moves past you, we're not worried about it, putting anything down behind it. But it definitely still looking like it's churning out there. And again, folks anywhere from Kingdom City to Fulton should be in their safe space. That's going to be along Highway 54 here up to 70. And then from there north towards Voss, and then of course up into Audrain County as well. So 1 active cell. Let's see if we got anything. Yeah, definitely rotating. But from all the spotters, still nothing confirmed on the ground. Yes, Lane.
So I'm watching a storm chaser right now. Their feed, it's very, the wall cloud is rotating a lot. It is getting closer and closer to the ground. Not on the ground yet, but it is still rotating a lot.
And I mean, that's kind of what we've seen. Again, we've started to see this rotation area here where we have our reds and greens mixing together, and that area has started to become smaller, become tighter, and that is usually an indication of that storm strengthening. And like Elaine just mentioned, this wall cloud is rotating. We've got some lowering And that could be signs that this one is looking to put down another tornado. So yeah, keep an eye, Lane, on those, the chasers, on any of the updates. And we'll be continuing to have coverage here. So folks, again, from Kingdom City now down to areas just north of Fulton, that would even take it out to Callaway. I would not be surprised if we see this new warning extended a little further east towards areas that could encompass Callaway. So if you live in Callaway in Callaway County, you also want to be getting into some shelter, because this cell is going to track more or less right towards you, could be just to the west of the heart of Callaway. So Callaway, Kingdom City, and that of course will take it up towards Avos and areas just to the east of Avos. So in between Kingdom City, Callaway, and Fulton, that kind of triangle right there, that is where we are going to be looking at the possibility of this tornado, this tornado-warned storm producing a confirmed tornado, if that is in fact what it is attempting to do. But as right now, I'd say it's still spinning out there. Rotation is confined, but it looks a little less impressive right now. But I would still say if this is going to do something, it would be right in that area. From Kingdom City, east to Callaway, southwest to Fulton, and back up to Kingdom City. This triangle, if this storm is going to produce something, I would say it's within that triangle from Kingdom City to Callaway to Fulton. So anybody who lives in and around that area does need to be in a safe space. See anything new on there? So Audrain County, Ham reporting wall cloud, rotating wall cloud from Fulton. Okay, so it looks like that thing is still got some spin to it, and that'll be taking it up towards, again, places like Callaway, Kingdom City, Avos, and then right along the Callaway and Audrain County borders. So again, right in here is where we likely have that rotating wall cloud. If anyone in the Fulton area was able to see something, give us, another couple of minutes, and by all means submit any photos or anything you were able to grab to our Facebook or our Chime In pages. We would love to get any kind of visual confirmation of what you experienced there in Fulton or around the Fulton area, but just wait another couple of minutes. Let the storm get a little further off to your north, and that way you don't have to worry about maybe any lightning coming out from it, or at most maybe like a hailstone that gets thrown out a little behind the storm. So we do have a new tornado warning. Looks like they have now issued it for north central Callaway County, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour, located near Avos, 9 miles north of Fulton, so heading up towards the Avos area. So Fulton, Avos, Kingdom City, and Hatton are locations the National Weather Service expect this place to impact, or this storm to impact. So just for anybody who lives in Kingdom City, Fulton, Avos, Earl, Hatton, Callaway even, I know you're not technically in the polygon, but I would say it's a little close to home to just throw caution to the wind. But it's about to cross over 70, so maybe we'll get a good image, or one of the chasers along 70 might get a good shot of, what is actively ongoing with this cell. But as of right now, again, tornado warning in effect here for north central Callaway County. That will be in effect until 2:15 p.m. It is moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Let's see. Okay, it looks like everyone. So apparently were some reports of damage to areas of New Bloomfield. They're waiting on confirmation for pictures, but that is that is when we had the confirmed tornado on the ground, which then lifted, but has still remained tornado warned, as this area has still shown signs of rotation as it's made its way north from New Bloomfield, now north of Fulton towards Kingdom City, of Voss, Calwood. You'll be on the lookout for all of that next as well. I know you're not in the polygon, but it's sliding a little east, and also it's not that far from you, so I would just still say it's a little too close to home to just throw caution to the wind and not really worry about it. So folks in the Calwood area, I would still stay concerned and would still recommend you being in your safe spaces here over the next couple of minutes as this cell moves through. But again, this is the first of what could be a pretty active day for us here. Well, there's expectations for another line of storms to move in later on this afternoon into the evening hours that could pose a risk for strong damaging wind gusts, large hail, as well as tornadoes. So again, this is just the first of what could be multiple storms, strong storms rolling through the area. But still looking at the rotation here between Kingdom City and Calwood, but it's looks a little less organized. It's a little less impressive, but again, how many times have I said that? And we've seen it re-strengthen into a more impressive looking. So again, cycles, folks, cycles. Yes, Lane.
And the National Weather Service in St. Louis, they are monitoring the storm. It has weakened, like you said, quite a bit. They think it could be the end of the storm, but we'll have to keep monitoring it as it progresses throughout Callaway County.
Alrighty, so that's at least some good news is, you know, folks with the National Weather Service, they've noticed the weakening trend. Maybe this storm is blowing itself out. It is looking to be a bit more outflow dominant than anything, so we'll hope that trend continues. But until that warning expires or we get the confirmation that that warning will be canceled early, we will be staying with this cell here at least until it completes its cycle. And then, Lane, if you want to look into like what time, you know, that later line of storms might roll in, so that way we can give folks, you know, maybe a little bit of a heads up of like, hey, yeah, I would just like go to College of DuPage or so. Well, he checks in on that. We'll take a look out. Yep. I mean, probably won't be waiting too much longer. There's that next line already producing a tornado warning west of Springfield, but locally we still got this one ongoing, and we still have this tornado warning in effect until at least 2:15 p.m. That we are going to be keeping a very close eye on here as we monitor the situation. But again, now it's rolling right over I-70 just to the east of Kingdom City out towards Calwood, and then north of I-70 in Callaway County. That's going to be heading your way up towards Voss, Bachelor. Let's see if we can get anything else to pop up here. So yeah, Voss, Kingdom City, those locations do need to be aware of this cell moving through. But yeah, still holding on to. They're monitoring the cell, but it's definitely not as impressive as it previously was. But like I mentioned earlier, I've said that multiple times, and the cell has all of a sudden re-strengthened. So again, we're not out of the woods just yet. Yes.
So as of the latest model runs, they are suggesting that the line is supposed to come into the western part of our area by around 3 to 4, so that timing still is correct from yesterday, that 1 to 3 kind of corridor, leaning more towards the later side, and then much of the area will be getting in on the action around 5.
Okay.
So still is a couple hours away, but go ahead, make sure you're staying weather aware, as we already have had a tornado touch the ground. So we are seeing what the atmosphere is capable of for today, but we'll be here. We'll keep monitoring the whole situation as it comes through.
Yeah, we can use this as like, this is just a sample. You know, this is one of those samples that you get to tell you what you're in store for. So we know the atmosphere today is in a spot where tornadoes are possible. It has already proven it. So when that next line moves in later, we'll be aware and we'll be have already been given the heads up that tornadoes for the day are possible, because they have already happened. So any of the future storms still could produce a tornado, because we know the atmosphere is in a favorable setup for that. But like I mentioned earlier, this storm has cycled, and it was looking less impressive. I'd say it's a little more impressive. The area of concern, the rotation area, has tightened up a little bit. It's definitely not as impressive as earlier on when we were talking about a confirmed tornado on the ground, but it doesn't look as disorganized. It looks a little more organized, and it looks a little bit tighter. So this is why we are going to continue to monitor this over the course of the next about 7 minutes is what it says the ongoing tornado warning will be in effect for. So far, they have not mentioned anything about adding another one to Audrain County, but folks in Audrain County, south of Mexico, north of Avos, should be weather aware and on the heads up that, hey, you could see a tornado warning being issued for southern portions of Audrain County here in the next couple of minutes if this cell continues its cycling habits. Let's see. Okay, so still St. Louis office is just eyes on. From any of the chasers that you've been watching, anything looking?
I mean, actually saying that the base of the storm is not looking as impressive. She did send in a picture. I sent that off to the back to see. That was about 3 minutes ago or so. So I have that just to give the viewers an idea of what this is looking like on the ground right now. But as of right now, the base of the storm kind of starting to fall apart. So it may be nearing the end of its life cycle, but we'll see.
I would say definitely, like looking back at it here, I mean, notice the rotation almost seems to have dissipated entirely. I still think we've got a little bit ongoing here right along I-70 south of Avos, but it definitely, this is the least impressive this storm has looked in its entire lifespan while we've been doing coverage here. So could be good signs that this one is losing steam. But again, just because this one is losing steam, we need to stay aware that later this afternoon, the storms that will arrive, like Lane said, 2, 3, 4, 5 p.m. onwards, will move into an environment that has already seen a tornado being developed and touched down. So again, the later storms will continue to monitor. This one we are continuing to keep an eye on, though. I would say it's definitely losing some steam as it makes its way north of I-70 up here towards Avos. So folks in Audrain County, we'll be keeping a close eye on this. If they decide to issue a tornado warning downstream, we will continue to do coverage for you fine folks up there. But folks in Callaway County, you're still underneath this tornado warning. It's expected to remain in effect until 2:15 p.m. But so far, the folks in the National Weather Service office from St. Louis have not talked about extending it or throwing out another warning. That being said, you know, we still have a couple minutes while this warning is ongoing. So of course, we will stay active and live here while this warning is ongoing. But definitely, like I said not too long ago, this is the least impressive this cell has looked throughout the entire time we've been tracking it. So some good signs, just not a full-on dissipation just yet. But yes.
I'm still looking at stuff, just trying to get some more information about it. I saw a chaser feed that it looks like it was lowering, but I'm trying to get more information from Ashley to see what's actually going on with it. So once I get that information, I'll relay it to you.
Okay. It does look like, per the National Weather Service office in St. Louis, this tornado warning will be allowed to expire coming up here at 2:15. So it does look like it has lost quite a bit of steam. So we'll be watching this one closely, though. See if it strengthens at all. But per the National Weather Service office, they will likely allow this warning to expire at its designated time of 2:15 p.m. So in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But I did see someone in Audrain County was asking about whether or not they'll be expecting a warning. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if the National Weather Service has a plan to issue a downstream warning. But as of right now, it looks like they're going to allow this one to expire. So once it does expire, we'll send everything back to regularly scheduled programming. But for now, while we still have this active and ongoing, we will stay here with coverage. But definitely, I mean, Lane, I think we both agree, it's looking less and less impressive with each of these radar scans.
Yeah, from my point of view, they already canceled the warning. I know it's a little bit late on this, but yeah, they've already canceled the warning. So everyone in Avos County, or Avos, just stay in shelter just for a little bit longer, as like we said, this thing could just wrap up immensely, but it is starting to weaken. It is getting very weak.
I mean, we could still see maybe some hailstones being spit out, some strong winds. So just ride this one out. If you're already in your safe space in Avos, I would say just ride this one out, let it pass through, let the storm push off to the north, and then go outside, check to see if anything was damaged or any kind of tree limbs have come down or anything like that. But folks in the Voss area, yeah, I would just ride this one out, let it pass to your north, and then you'll be in the clear. Okay, so yeah, National Weather Service says they've ended the warning. They are not reissuing at the moment, but they are keeping an eye on it, as they do have at least some weak rotation back here to the west. So with that being said, I know our polygon is still up here, but the National Weather Service office in St. Louis has said they have canceled the warning. So for now, with that, we will go ahead and send you back to regularly scheduled programming, but again, leave you with a reminder, another round of storms is likely later this afternoon, and we could be in store for another chance at some strong to severe storms associated with it. But for now, we'll go ahead and send you back to regularly scheduled programming.